Welcome to another Polygon price prediction for 2025. In this video, I will look at the long-term and short-term potential of this chart, and I will give you some price predictions for the upcoming bull market. Yeah, so right now, I believe Polygon is doing okay. I think we have bottomed in this second wave right here. I'm not sure. I mean, we have a complete ABC structure to the downside. Let me actually label it. So we got something like this. It's an ABC. So it should be complete, but until I see a break above the $1.30 level, I cannot confirm that the low is in. And also, after we go above the $1 level, I expect to go in a third wave, which should, in my opinion, put us at around this level right here. So between $2.34 and $3.59. This is where the third wave should go. Personally, I would like the third wave to go above the 100% extension right here. Why? Because that's an important target to break this previous high right here. Then after we do that, of course, I expect a fourth wave and then the fifth wave to end the cycle. As a bullish stop prediction for this upcoming cycle, like I said in my previous video, I have $5. And as a very bullish stop prediction, I have let's say $8. So if we want to get there in this bull market, I need a move to the upside. We cannot keep going down. And also take a look at this. I mean, this is just going down. We keep putting in lower lows, which is not really bullish. So we need to go in a third wave really soon. Now, how soon should we go there? Well, let's check out what happened in the previous cycle. I believe this right here is actually where we are in the cycle right now. I don't know if you can notice this, but the structure here looks very similar to what happened here. Hold on, my labels went away for some reason. So I believe we are right here in this cycle. And why do I believe that? Well, I mean, here we were putting in lower lows on the other side. See, so this is a lower low right here, and this is a lower low. And what are we doing right now? We put a lower low right here, and now we put on a lower low, which means things could go well for Polygon if we start moving to the upside soon. Now, another thing to talk about is that in the previous cycle, Polygon actually managed to get to the 0.618 extension. And in this cycle, it did not. It only got the 0.382 extension, which means this cycle might be weaker than the previous cycle. Obviously not financial advice, but judging at least by this indicator, it could be weaker. Now let's take a look at what happened after. Well, actually, before I do that, let's see how long the correction took. So from this high right here to this low, it took 84 days and it went down 64%. So let's see how long it took in this cycle. From this high to this low right here, it took 112 days and we went down 66%. The percentages are quite similar in my opinion. And we are only like 30 days off from the previous cycle, which is a good sign. And also we are starting to make a green candle right now, which could mean that we are copying what happened right here. Now, this could also mean that we might go sideways for another, let's see. So from this week, we might go sideways for another 8 weeks before we actually make this move to the upside. And that would put us in August of 2024. So yeah, expect a third wave to the upside, but also expect the price to go sideways. Because in my opinion, it's a possibility that it happens. So if it does happen, then yeah, it's normal. What doesn't need to happen, in my opinion, is we do not need another low. If we do get another low, then I don't know how I will feel about that. Because, okay, I might give another low a chance if we get it this week. But if we get it, let's say, in like 2 to 3 weeks, I'm probably going to start turning bearish. We do not have time for that many lows, in my opinion. And also, we would not be copying what happened in this cycle, which would also be kind of bearish. But for now, I remain bullish because I believe we are most likely to start going in a third wave soon. And let me give you some targets for the first wave of the third wave. So for a first wave, I would really like the price, like I said, to go above this high right here and maybe go to the 0.5 extension, the 50% extension, let's say here, before going to the downside in a second wave. This second wave should not be anything crazy. It should be, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20% correction before doing this. I'm going up to the upside. Let me label this another way. You have something like that. So the first wave should go to this level right here. Then we should get a short correction. And the third wave should get to this level right here, or at least touch the 1.618 extension and get rejected by it, and then go in a fourth wave and then in a fifth wave to complete this third wave. So this third wave, in my opinion, should end by, let's say, April to May of next year. So let me adjust this. Let's say something like that. So it should look something like this. So by April, we should be at least at the $2.34 level, which is a 4x from here. If we do not manage to break to the upside in the next 8 weeks, then I will most likely turn bearish because we will probably have something else going on. Also, when we go in this third wave of the third wave, I expect there to be a lot of resistance here. So we might actually get rejected by this all-time high and then go in a fourth wave. So we might not get to, let's say, the 1.6 extension in this third wave. We might actually get here if we are more bullish, and then we can use this 1.618 extension as support in the fourth wave before finishing the main third wave in a fifth wave. Also, I see this, well actually before I show you this, let me get rid of all of these microstructures so I can explain this better. So I see this whole move, this whole chart as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we should go in a fifth wave, in my opinion. And it should happen pretty soon, at least in this cycle. And after we do that, I expect, of course, to go down on an ABC. Don't take these numbers seriously. This is just an example. And then we'll go from there, probably in another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that. And maybe that will help us get rid of this whole mess of a chart, because this chart looks really, really weird. It's not like any of the other altcoin charts. Oh, okay, maybe like XRP, but I don't really want to compare this coin with XRP. But I might do that if we somehow get rejected by this all-time high and we don't manage to make a new all-time high in this cycle. But for now I remain bullish. I do not want to turn bearish if there's no reason to do so. Also, let's take a look at where the third wave in the previous cycle went to. So, I mean, the price went pretty much to the moon. We were expecting, if we were to compare the previous cycle to our current cycle, in the previous cycle, the price pretty much ignored this third wave target zone. So I'm not saying that it could happen again, because at that time the coin was new. So these crazy moves can happen when a coin is new. But I mean, we even got to the what? We got above the 4.618 in the previous cycle. So there is a possibility that we get to, like, let's say, the 4.618 in this cycle as well. And that only in the third wave of the fifth wave, before going in a main fourth wave and then a main fifth wave to finish this structure. So yeah, I mean, it could be possible to get there. Is it realistic? I don't know. Not financial advice, but I mean, this would most likely not repeat. I don't expect the price to get to like $28 just so it can ignore these support zones. It's not really realistic in my opinion. So for now, we need patience. If you want games, I said this a lot in my previous videos, but you need to be patient, you know? And if we get another 8 weeks of nothingness, then it's going to be normal and it's going to mirror what happened in the previous cycle. Also, do not forget that we are currently pretty much oversold on the other side, which is a sign that we might go to the upside soon. Also, just wanted to show you If we want to break this high in the first wave of the third wave, then we need to go about 250% off. And I would like the price to go to the 50% extension, like I said. So it's something like 273% up. And I expect the chart to do that in the next, let's say, 8 to 10 weeks. If that does not happen, then yeah, we'll probably not get a very bullish cycle for this coin. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Consider checking out my Patreon for some bonus content. Like this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.